Hey, welcome to Systems Review here at Pasco High School, the Science Department. We talked about systems in the first semester of 2013-2014 school year, and we're going to review some of the concepts now in this video. What is a system? We have to talk about that. That's the first question. And here's an answer you sometimes get. Everything is a system. Seriously? Don't you hate it when teachers say that? Everything is this or everything is that. Why did they say that? Why do we say that? It's not everything. We say that because we're trying to get at a better question. Here's the better question. Is this thing X a system? Well, X is some object. Is it a system? Can you think about X as a system? Rephrasing the question. And I think that's why some people get confused, because we're not asking you to come down and say yes or no. X, this is a system, this is a system, this is a system, or not. Or we're asking you to say, I can think about something as a system. So we're trying to teach you how to think about something instead of right, wrong answers. Okay? And that's the tough part. So what are some common systems out there? I mean, you've heard this word. It's not a surprise. You're familiar with it, right? There's computer systems, there's digestive systems, solar system, political system. Okay? This word comes up a lot. What does it mean? Why is it there? Why do we talk about this? What's going on? All right. Turns out a system has inputs and outputs. And part of identifying inputs and outputs is what we're going to do when the system, and we talk about a system. So I'm going to evaluate the input and the output of a system, and I'm going to define that, right, to determine if a system is in equilibrium. Then, once I have talked about, I have to define input, I have to define output, I have to define equilibrium. Once I do that, I'm going to tell you if the system is in a dynamic or a static equilibrium. I need to define those words. Then I'm going to determine if the system has either positive or negative feedback. Feedback just means that the output affects the input, right? So I take a microphone and put it next to the speaker, I get that feedback. Weep! Drives you crazy, right? And then for level 4, you need to tell me what the mechanism is in a system for positive and negative feedback. Like, how does it work? All right? So we have a systems frame. We've developed a way for you to take a look at systems, and if you can answer all these questions about something, then it is a system. We'll probably ask you to do this to anything we pick or anything we dream up. So the point is, we're going to talk about it now, give you some examples, and then you're going to use it. Okay? So we'll talk about this frame. We'll go into more detail. All of this goes back to a state standard, a learning requirement called systems. SYSA, feedback, output of a system, input of a system, positive feedback, etc. So we're looking at this right here. Let me circle this, okay? So read that right there. That's what you need to know, and we're going to expect you to do the following. Give examples of positive feedback. Explain the regulatory mechanism. Alright, so, and they're going to talk about an example here, so take a look at this example. And then they're going to talk about an example of negative feedback, because there's two types of feedback, positive feedback and negative feedback. Okay? And then we'll be done. That's it. You'll have everything you need to know to master systems.